So, what's up guys, and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Today we are going to be tying a fly that I have actually, I think, to be honest, I never fished it here in Iceland. Maybe once or twice. It's like, it would be long ago then. This is the fly Grizzly King. This is like a wet fly by this guy, brother of the other guy that made the fly professor, and it was published in Rod and Gun in the 1840s. It's like a really old pattern we are speaking about. James Wilson, professor was his name, and he had a brother, John Wilson, and John Wilson was a professor as well, and he made this fly called Professor. It's like a classic traditional wet fly. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you see what we are doing. I'm using a Semperfli 8.0 classic waxed thread for this this fly, and I'm using an RX wet fly, hook number 10. You can keep it on big hooks so it's easier to make a good thumbnail picture from it. But we are going to start with the tail of the fly, and you can use red duck, goose, or rooster. I'm going to use just fibers of the rooster, red rooster feather. Yes, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us growing. And if you like our content, you can find a link in the video's description down below the video on how to support the channel financially. That will be really, really much appreciated from you guys. And support to the channel, part of it goes to charity, and the other thing goes to buy equipment for the videos and improve them. James Wilson was described as the best trout angler with a fly in Europe. Those are big words, but he must have been like a master of, one of the masters of the game. That's what I say. If you Google this fly, you will find a lot of information on it. The body of the fly, I'm using an Unistretch in green Highlander color. That's the only green actually material I had. You could probably use like a green DSE yarn, like any kind of green. If you have a green floss, just normal floss, that will do the job too. But I'm going to use this one since I do not have anything else. Yeah, as I said, if you Google this fly, you will get like a articles on it, how good it is, and all that. So it depends. I mean, if you would show this fly to a fly tyer or a fly fisherman in Iceland, they would say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go for something else. You can keep your Grizzly King for yourself or your own use." As I said, I never caught fish on it myself here in Iceland. I used it like a couple of times, maybe, never caught anything on it. That doesn't mean we are not going to. It doesn't mean we are going to not be going to tie the fly. The rib of the fly, we have a flat mirror tinsel from Semperfli, and we place that down under like so. And the deal is like this fly is supposed to be good for like trout and the rainbow as well. It is something with like blue and green colors. They do not seem to work here in Iceland, except under some real special conditions on the water. I will always go for black and red more here for the Icelandic conditions, but every other country is like different and has a difference, and the preferences are different. So we will wrap the floss on and snip that away here. The reason I decided to tie this fly is simply because it is a classic white fly. It's a simple fly, kind of simple to tie, and it is a beautiful fly because I like the colors in it. No matter if the fish doesn't like it or not, I like the colors. So we'll wrap the tinsel around. Gonna make the gap on it just like a little tighter, so we'll get like 4 wraps around the body of the fly. So here we go, and you'll catch that down with our thread. This should be doing it, and you'll snip off the rest. That one you can use for another fly. And for the beard or the throat of the fly, you'll be using just like a normal grizzly fibers from it. It's either from a hen or a rooster. I picked like the hen. They're softer, easier to work with. And then we are going to tie that one in. 2 couple of loose wraps to make it adjusted and make sure it is in the place we actually would like to have it in. And then we'll take like a tighter wraps on it to secure it in place. It didn't went perfectly, but my fly tying isn't perfect, so I think this will still do the job. So we'll snip the tag ends away, and I can tell you a story. There is only like a couple of occasions I and Ingi, my fishing partner, had with a fly in green color that we actually caught something on it and caught really well. That is a fly called slimy or slimer. We named it. It's a really simple pattern. We'll be tying that at some point. And to show you that at some point later, that has like a neon green color in it. Anyway, the wing of the Grizzly King, I'm using a gray mallard. Eurasian teal will do the job too. So I take them. I'm not gonna marry the wing or anything. So I just took it from one side of the fly or the feather. You can take from both sides. You'll get like maybe a little prettier wing, but this is like the cheeky way to get around that. It's like the beginner's friendly way to get around it. I'm not cheating. I don't cheat. So we'll align the wing so the tail and the tip of the wing is about equal. Some people like to tie their wet flies with longer wing, and there is nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna do a pinch wrap on it, and we'll do it slowly because I recorded this video in Icelandic to show the pinch wrap, how I do the pinch wrap. So we go with thread up here, in between my fingers, if possible. Gonna make it like a little shorter here. So we go with them here in between the fingers. I'm gonna zoom out for you guys to show you. So we go with it in between my fingers, my thumb and my finger, and then we go around. Keep it tension on it between our fingers, around under the hook, and then we put tension on it by pulling the thread up. That should leave the wing in about the position we want it. You may have to do it like a couple of times to get the wing in the position you like. I'm gonna try for that. It is okay, but the wing is like sticking out a little bit too much for my personal taste. So I'm gonna show you we'll reverse this. You will get like a couple of chances on each fly, so on each wing, I mean, before you have to replace a wing with another piece of the feather, because you cannot do the pinch wrap too often. It's gonna affect the quality of the feather. So we'll do the pinch wrap again, adjust it like so. Here it's got a little bit better, not good enough, so we'll go for it again one more time, and I'm gonna build up like a little thread base on the head to prevent this happening. So as you see, we get like a little, a little bulky head on it. It is okay. Believe me, it's nothing wrong with it. It's gonna fish. So that means we need to pick another piece of the feather, because I'm not using that one feather again. So we got another piece. It's a little bit darker than the other one. So we take it half and half, shiny side outside, of course, and try to get them to have the tippets of the feather aligned in the same length. Just put a little saliva on my finger to make them merge and then be together. So we'll do another pinch wrap here. A couple of them. Here we go. One more time. And I'm not gonna delete this from the video, simply because there are some beginners out there that could learn from this. So now we finally got the wing. I like the angle of the wing. I'm satisfied with. It's not overdressed at all, I wouldn't say that. And then we snip off the tag end, and then we'll start to perform and build up like a hat on the fly. If you want to skip the hat, if you do not want this size of a hat, I will suggest you go for a thinner thread. That's one solution of it. And then you'll do the whip finishing job, just like one or two whip finishes, and then I'm gonna place the UV resin we have, the solar respawn cure resin. I'm in love with, kind of. That's gonna give the head of the fly like a really good shine. That would be like another material. It would be like a whole discussion for a new video on if you should use like a traditional head cement or those UV resins which are available on the market today, or if you just use nail polish. It's like they all have a different effect on the thread, and so it will be like a really nice discussion for a new video. So the Grizzly King is ready. I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.